local muscles are deep down. A lot of these local muscles attach to each vertebral segment, okay? So they attach to that small origin insertion points, okay? So they've got small attachments in the body. They provide segmental stability, so stability to each segment of the spine and around the pelvis, right? Examples of these, some of these we'll cover in a second, but things like your multifidus, your psoas major, quadratus femoris, there's a list there of some of the main core muscles, right? These are inner unit core muscles, okay? So I'm not going to go into too much detail on the big words and breaking down too much on the anatomy side of things, but the gist is multifidus, that's one of your local muscles, these ones deep down in your spine, it's part of your inner unit, which we'll get to in a second, one of the key muscles, okay? It provides, it has short attachment points throughout that spine, okay? So it provides that segmental stability, okay? It goes all the way up your spine and attaches to each level, okay? If it's functioning optimally, then it can put a lot less pressure on those discs in your spine, okay? A lot less susceptible to back injury. The second one I looked at on the right-hand side is your transverse abdominis. It gets a lot of press. It's one of my favourites in terms of core. It's your deepest stomach muscle, okay? The fibres of the multifidus are a little bit different to some of the other muscles on your stomach, which those muscles tend to go up and down. They're good at flexion and extension, big movements. Your transverse abdominis, though, tends to go across the body. It's not so great at creating power. It's more a stability muscle, right? Its action is to contract and put pressure on the abdominal contents, okay? And provide stability to the front of the spine. I've got a picture of tissues on there, okay? So what I'm getting up with tissue, talking about fascia in the body. So fascia is something some of you may not have ever heard of. Basically, you've got lots of bits of fascia throughout your body. It's like tissue paper that connects muscles to each other, okay? So this multifidus, this transverse abdominis on the front, on the right-hand side of the screen there, it's linked to both your pelvic floor muscles on the bottom and it's linked to your multifidus on the back through lots of little pieces of fascia, just like tissue paper. So if you know how to draw on those stomach muscles correctly, then it can automatically link up to those muscles on your back, deep down, okay? There's lots of links of fascia around the body. Okay? There's a couple of other of your inner unit local muscles, all right? I just want to talk about breathing, the importance of breathing on your core, okay? Basically, you've got your diaphragm. When it contracts, it lowers. It's when you breathe in. When you breathe out, it rises, okay? Your diaphragm, it helps you breathe. It's your breathing muscle, okay? But it also provides stability while you're moving, okay? So those people who, it has a role in both helping you breathe, but also in stability. It has two roles, okay? Also on there's your pelvic floor muscle group. This is not the area I want to get into too much today, it's a whole other topic. But your pelvic floor basically is the bottom of your inner core unit, okay? It provides stability to your pelvis and to the bottom of your tailbone, okay? Ideally, your pelvic floor muscles will help control bowel and bladder movements, okay? Also act on stability, not just in the pelvis, but in your sacroiliac joints, which are just the joints in the back here. Rather than small spine. So how do these all fit together? Just some key muscles on these deep inner unit unit muscles, okay? Of these 4 muscles that I've talked about, the diaphragm, your breathing muscle on top, your transverse abdominis on the front, your multifidus on the back, and your pelvic floor on the bottom, if they all work optimally, you'll have good inner unit stability, okay, when you're training, okay? So generally, if you're able to draw in your pelvic floor and you're able to draw in your transverse abdominis muscles, they will pull by these fascial links, this tissue paper, they'll pull on the multifidus. If you can breathe while doing all that, then you're going to be very stable while you're training. That's what I want to hope you guys to be able to do and be able to teach in the day. Okay. Some people, just some examples, some people relate well to other objects. So I've talked about the tent analogy, how we're trying to get building blocks or building foundations for your body. Some people liken it to your own inner unit weight belt, like a weight belt right on the inside of your spine. So give them support, all right? And if you want to use some of those examples for your clients, then that's great, okay? Just makes them understand it easier. Global muscles. Julie. Yeah. Come up, mate. So Julie, so Julie's what phase are you? Oh, right. All right. Good Julie. All right. So Julie's one of the trainers here, all right? So in terms of global muscles in your body, okay, these are the ones that muscle. All right. So this the other discuss the tensor and stuff. So in terms of your rectus abdominis, all right, that's on your front. Okay, these are global outside muscles. You've got your pecs on up the top. Okay, turn around for us. Outside, you've got your rectus spinae. They stick out. You know, these are global outside muscles. These muscles are designed for producing power. Producing power in the body, and they've got more a dynamic, or what we call a phasic action. Okay, they're not meant for stability in the body. Okay, so some people I see in the gym, the trainers are really good at working a lot of these global muscles on the outside. The attachment points, though, of these muscles are not at each segment of the spine. For example, your rectus abdominis on the front will attach up here, attach a couple of ribs, won't attach to the spinal wall, attach down to the pubis. Same with your obliques, they won't attach to every level of the spine. Okay, so they won't provide that segmental stability. Okay, good job. I was going to do a bit of a show. So some examples of those, yeah, like there's lots of outer unit muscles, but your key outer unit ones that you guys do a lot of exercises with, you know, are your rectus abdominis, your obliques, your rectus muscles. They're some of the key outer unit muscles. Right. Generally closer to the surface, as you might see on the diagram on the left. So in terms of like Paul Check and Thomas Myers, some of you guys might have heard of these people. Everyone's heard of Paul Check. They've done a lot of stuff on the outer unit stability and outer unit exercises, okay? And some have done work on like slings and muscles, okay, like groups of muscles who work in certain ways. I think you know, these are your outside, your global muscles. I think they're great. I think they're needed if people want to improve their power and their sports performance. Also, if they want toning and they want to look good, okay? And trainers are great. You guys, I think, generally do a great job with outer unit stuff. Okay? So they're just those. They're just somehow some of those outer unit muscles will. For those who haven't heard of some of these slings, some of your outer unit muscles don't just work individually. So if you do like a wood chop or something, it's not just your obliques that work, but it might be a whole sling of muscles going across your body. Generally how those global muscles can work together. So I know the first bit's a bit dry, so I just included a photo of Mrs. Jack Hunt to alright? So we're just going to Aussies love a good sheep show. Anyway, so how the inner unit muscles are affected by back pain. Okay, so what happens? You have one episode of back pain. Okay, there is a segmental reduction in that multifidus muscle shown there at the area where you had back pain. Okay, it reduces in size, cross-sectional size, muscle size decreases. Okay, after one episode of back pain, the whole muscle, the whole multifidus will fatigue.